Right folks, hi again. I'm just going to do Coach Stuart from Shred by Science here. I'm just going to do another quickish video. This one's just going to be on 2 tips that you can use when you're doing a bicep curl, an exercise that everybody loves to do. The reason for me doing this video, just to give you a quick justification, is if we can slightly change the way this exercise works in terms of taking advantage of an anatomical and biomechanical thought process, then we can kind of give the actual bicep more probably opportunity to grow, because you're going to be creating more tension and more stress through the muscle. The second reason behind me doing it is because it feels nicer as well. And it's always nice when you've got an exercise that you can actually feel working, because what I tend to find when I give this to a lot of clients is that quite a few people tend to find it actually through their forearm muscles rather than actually the bicep, and that tends to make it not uncomfortable, but just not as an attractive an exercise to do. So if you can integrate potentially these 2 tips, one of them is just a tip on how you actually use your hand, and the second one is to do with how you position your hand on the dumbbell. So firstly, if we think about how the biceps actually work from an anatomical perspective, most people think that it's just an elbow flexor, so just does this motion. But what in fact it does, if I stand side on, you can kind of see if I take my arm to 90 degrees here, the minute I do this motion, you can see the kind of bicep muscle gets slightly larger. That motion, just that, is called supination of the hand, and that's part of one of the biggest movements that the bicep actually helps with. So if we can really take advantage of that when we do a normal bicep curl, we're going to offer the muscle more opportunity to grow through giving it more stress and more tension through the actual muscle. So if I take a normal dumbbell just like this, I'm just going to hold it in a regular position, but what I'm firstly going to try and do is I get to the top of the motion, or the top of the curl, sorry, I'm going to really try and pull my pinky in the way towards my shoulder so that it's generating a hell of a lot more stress. So normally you would just do that motion, which does involve a little bit of supination, and go from the neutral position right up into that top position. But what I'm going to think about trying to do is, as I said, really pull my pinky in the way so that I'm getting more stress through that bicep. The second little tip, just another quick one, is going to be where you actually position your hand on the dumbbell. So this one's going to be called an offset dumbbell curl. Credit to Nick Tumanella for this. Picked up so many things off that guy, but I'm sure it was him that I picked this one off of. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the dumbbell and you're going to put your hand right across to the far side of the dumbbell so that your thumb's touching the outer part of it. So not the pinky, but the thumb. And when you do this is going to already put your hand into more of a supinated position, so it's going to make those muscles that we've just talked about work harder essentially. So it's going to make it feel a little bit better again. With this, you're just thinking the same thing. Hold the dumbbell in that offset position past the central point, and as you pull up, you're going to think about supinating again, and you should get a hell of a lot more tension through the muscles, sorry. You should hopefully feel nicer, you'll enjoy the exercise more, and hopefully you'll get more gains. Cheers guys.